Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime, and let's just go ahead and talk about it since nobody else is. Where is 86 Studio Series Megatron? We obviously know this is not going to be it. I know. And listen, please hold your comments about America and guns and all that kind of carrying on right now to yourself if you don't live in the United States or if you haven't seen this, because this is on Amazon right now. Look for a gold barrel, look for a gold tip. There is one, it's removable, but I'm just saying, disclaimer, before you go into the whole they can't do the gun thing, don't put that comment on here. But let's just talk like sensible adults. Yes, we know that 86 Megatron is going to be revealed here shortly. Now, a lot of people were wondering, is he going to scale with 86 Optimus? How's he going to look with 86 Optimus? Here we have a picture from a different channel of Yolo Park's Megatron. But I'm old school. I like my Transformers to transform, to actually transform. So this video today is a little bit of a mixed bag of both, of two things I want to talk about. One, where's our Studio Series 86 Megatron? Some new things I learned about him. And three, is it possible? I know last week a lot of us were thinking that, with the reveal of Megatronus, that they would never, ever make us, buy that and then retool it. Even though Hasbro is great for putting out a toy in its alternate colors first before they show us what it really is. I'm going to break down the reasons why now, today, after carefully looking, it might just be possible that we've seen 86 Megatron already. Now, so let's start with the facts. First of all, we found out, yes, it was confirmed via Instagram. I think it was either Evan or Marclonus, one of them, had said that, yes, he is a tank when we get around to it, and it will be based off of Devastation. Why? Because Devastation is confirmed canon, and it is before the 86 movie, supposedly. Now, I read all this earlier on like TF Wiki and other things, but Devastation happened before the 86 movie, and it's canon. And that's the tank that they're going to go for. Because, you've got the 86 body, you've got the tank. Now, there's a lot of similarities and a lot of things about this new Megatronus, a.k.a. the Fallen, that shares a lot with this Megatron. One, they're both tanks. Two, it's Megatron and Megatronus. Three, how many times have you known Hasbro to make one mold and milk it over and over and over and over? You can technically say that Megatronus is a new mold. Here's the message that was on Instagram, by the way. I can't make out whose Instagram that was because I don't do all that following people on Instagram. I had one, it got hacked. I said, forget it. It's not worth it. But yes, Megatron will be a tank. Then people were like, well, hey, 14 Prime, do your homework on the Fallen. I did. I've even found way cooler toys that are not made by Hasbro that there's some things about the Hasbro one as opposed to this one. Now, I do love the idea of the flame effects, the plastic blast effects that snap on the shoulders and the other pieces or whatever. And I do love the backstory of the Fallen. I see where the shoulder cannons are. I see, wait a minute. You know what I don't see on this picture? A fusion cannon. Now, I know this is just somebody else's iteration, and then you got like people that did it out of like Transformers Prime Megatron, which again, I'm starting to think, because you got to realize, why is this barrel right here on a 5mm port that also swivels? You got to ask yourself that. Because if this was to be made into Megatron, that barrel could go under the side waist beside the stomach like Megatron does, or straight up the back. He's got giant feet, and look at those kneecaps, same as Megatron. Now that crotch plate, that can probably be altered. That'll be something different. But this guy has a fusion cannon. Not only does he have a fusion cannon, he's got ports for two of them to go in different places on the arm. A lot of people like their Megatron fusion cannon to be adjustable. I have a model kit, Megatron, and it comes with separate parts where you can put the flame cannon up higher, down lower, or wherever. So I also noticed that they keep putting the weapons on his back. If you take those weapons off, it is a very, very clean silhouette, a very clean back. It's like they're almost trying to hide the fact that That back on him is the same back as Devastation Megatron. The exact same. But they keep putting the pictures of his weapons posted in it, so you kind of just don't pay attention to it. Again, this is my speculation. I could be wrong. I could be 100% right. Look at all of the 5mm ports and where they're located. Right there, right behind the back right shoulder, would be absolutely perfect for Megatron's barrel to flip around and pop up. Also, the barrel that is on his back that can go into either of these ports or wherever you want it, right there, also has a swivel on it. So it can be plugged in right there. It can be plugged in on either side. It can be plugged into wherever. And then look at this clean back right here. There's also another port on the opposite side of that shoulder. Now let's look at Megatron's back. Yeah. Now you're starting to think. I mean, again, I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But just looking at it, it's a lot of comparisons. Now, they could remove those little extra blasters, those extra pieces on hanging off the sides of the waist, or they could use this to do a Super Megatron, which does have those exact ones. And the model kit one that I have has those exact blasters on the sides of the waist. Look at this chest. Look at that design in the chest. I know. That's how the Fallen looks. I know. I get it. But something about this is I just have this feeling in my heart and soul that a part of Studio Series 86 Megatron will share something with this toy. And we know we got the primes coming. This is still confusing because I thought that I thought that Star Convoy was going to be a Titan. That looks like it's going to be a regular figure. Now, I even went back and looked at old versions of the Fallen. There's no fusion cannon. There's no guns on the sides of the hips. There's no barrel sticking out of his back. So, but ladies and gentlemen, look, okay, there you go. Here's mine. You can see right there, same guns and blasters on the side. There's my other little gun, and then my original, and then my little rubber keychain, and Titan's Returns, along with 10 other Megatrons that are scattered about in my studio. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to take some time, think about it. Let's not mark the Fallen off as not being what Megatron could be, because it's not like they're take a toy and make it something else, right? Yeah. Quite a few of these have been made into something else quite a few times. How many Siege Megatrons do we have? Minor Megatrons that were all used at the same time. Just think about it. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime.